Hello Aquarius gang, welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to do a love and relationships reading for you here. This tarot reading will be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please come into the reading with an open heart, an open mind, a desire to learn something to better yourself. And of course, if the messages that come through don't resonate, simply toss them aside, assume they're going out to someone else. But do feel free to revisit them in the future. Sometimes tarot messages make more sense to us in the future. That's frequently how it works. So be open to that. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. This is optional advice or guidance. We're going to hop in. Aquarians in love, looking for love. What's the story here? Oh, beautiful way to start. The Lovers card. A little Ethan Hawke vibe there. The Lovers, and then you have, let's see, the Six of Swords. Ooh, this feels like a romance fantasy type vibe. I'm saying it, Aquarius. Oh my god, on the Page of Pentacles. So cute. I don't care what age you are, but I'm kind of hearing that, like, that sigh of, oh, to be young and in love. Like, some part of this feels very, almost like high school crush, but it actually has substance to it. Let's keep going. If this hasn't come in yet, this feels like it's very sweet and beautiful and kind of, maybe just kind of falls into your lap. I don't know. Let's see. I'm hearing the word cuddle, cozy. It feels nice. Do those words make you make you uncomfortable? And then the Knight of Pentacles. That's what I mean. Substance. Someone's making you an offer and it's real. There's something to it. It's a knight, right? So it's not a king or a queen. But in that sense, I actually like it because it seems kind of new or kind of like you're dating and kind of figuring it out. But I mean, I don't know how to say it. If there are some negatives or you're kind of just in your head about it, which can happen, right? Like too much too soon and, is this right? And whatever. I think the positives far outweigh the negatives. If you just be present and be in the moment, you're experiencing joy. This seems really nice. There might be a Gemini involved. Certainly doesn't have to be. Possibly an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see. This is the King of Pentacles. All right. So, I mean, interesting that it's depicted with the witch, actually. I so associate that kind of energy with more Capricorn, and to me, the King of Pentacles has far more to do with Taurus, that kind of fixed earth. Playful. Sexy. If it hasn't become a physical relationship, that could certainly be in the cards. Why are you showing me the witch? One more, please. Let's see. And then the Queen of Wands. So, I mean, here's the thing. This is movie tarot, right? So, I mean, the depictions are from famous movies. We have to take that with a small grain of salt. But, I do ultimately believe that what comes through is meant to be seen and heard and felt, right? You have kings and queens showing up. So, despite the kind of maybe gothic depiction of these, you have the King of Pentacles, which is a very good offer. And then the Queen of Wands. To me, those coming out together, especially even with the depiction, there is something very pleasure-seeking about this. And I also think when you guys aren't together, there's sort of like a longing. There's some sort of, I'm going to say this, there's some sort of like psychic connection between you guys, which I think Aquarians often experience with any sort of counterpart in their life anyway. But yeah, I mean, you have... this has the potential to go from essentially like a knight's offer to a king's offer. And I mean, we can take away sort of those, terms that are so wrapped around gender. But I mean, just simply by, playing cards, right? The king is greater than the knight. So I think this could go good places. It could be that some of my Aquarians got out of a long-term relationship and you're kind of on the dating scene again. And there's just something so light and easy about this energy, whereas possibly before you were in a connection that felt rather stifling or like you weren't able to be your truest self or express yourself. Some of you may be exploring your bisexuality. Of course, that's not everybody's message, but I am just putting it out there. I do see that a little bit, and there's something very freeing about that, where it feels like you're finally honoring that part or that side of yourself that had to be suppressed. And I mean, I'm just going to say it too. Like, there's no judgment here, but like you or your person may be into like some really kinky shit. Like, I can't not say that with those two cards coming out. The Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles with that depiction. Yeah, you might be into some experimentation, some playful things in the bedroom, and hey, get it. Whatever you're into, just, get consent, right? All those good things. But actually, I love this card. I think if that's the first card out the deck, that's sort of what I'm framing my narrative around, and this seems delightful. It seems like this person recognizes, I don't know how to say this, but it's almost like this person recognizes you in ways that other people didn't, in ways that you didn't necessarily feel heard or honored or respected. But this is very Aquarian anyway. It's very liberating to just be who you are, even if you are kind of weird or kind of different or kind of unique or whatever it is. This person sees that in you, and it's not a detriment. It's like that's what they like about you, is that you are, whether you believe this about yourself or not, this person sees you as very freed from like pressures to be a certain way or act a certain way. And that's what there's this magnetic attraction of like, I wish I were like that, or I admire that in you, and that's what I'm seeking in relationships. But really, as in any relationship, the whole point of this connection is to pull it out of each other and to sort of be the best versions of ourself for ourself, right? So this person connecting with you clearly has some sort of admiration for people who live their life, right? Despite being different or fearing rejection, they're trying to sort of almost like conjure that up in themselves. And so by meeting you, there's like this almost like a soul connection of recognizing a piece of themselves in you. I know I'm getting deep here, but okay, interesting. So there's an ending and then there's a rebirth. So look at that. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. I was going to say, I have to trust my intuition here, and like initially I could see where these cards look really dark, and I think that's what this is, but that's sort of what I mean is someone may have come from a relationship that was very stifling, where you lost all sense of, I actually just heard integrity. I don't know what that means. Was someone trying to coerce you into being a certain person or being a certain way? And that was just exhausting. It felt like a small death, right? So here to me, it's like it only gets better from here. You literally do like a 180. And it really does have to do with who you're allowing to be in your life. Who you're picking and choosing as partners. Some of you for a long time were choosing people that seemed right on paper, or possibly felt the pressure of others around you to pick a certain type of person. And that doesn't sound very Aquarian to me at all. But again, you guys are diverse people, right? Just because you're a sun sign Aquarius doesn't mean you may not have, a stellium in Libra or Virgo, right? Do you know what I mean? So I can't base it just off Aquarian energy, but it seems like there was an element of conformity in the past, and there's a liberation from it here. And I don't know, you see yourself in this person and vice versa. There's a really strong connection here. Six of Swords says this is headed in a positive direction. You're through the worst of it. So whatever it is that you are going through, maybe it's difficult stuff with family, maybe it's difficult stuff at work, maybe it's difficult stuff in the courts with your ex, or battling for custody, whatever it is, this person offers you kind of like a sense of relief where you can just be yourself, warts and all. You can let your hair down, you can say what you want to say, and they don't judge you for it, they admire you for it. Yeah, there's a sense of curiosity about the other person. There's a lightheartedness, almost like a childlike innocence, or a childlike wonderment is what I was trying to say. Enthusiasm to learn things, to experience things, to see new places, meet new people. Love that. Page of Wands. And yeah, look, you stumble into love with your King of Cups here. Male or female, it doesn't really matter. The King of Cups makes very strong emotional offers, and he practices good emotional intelligence, right? He's been around the block a few times, so he knows what a messy relationship looks like. He knows when people are acting in a way that is, codependent or, fearing commitment, right? So with this, he I don't know, he practices good emotional intelligence. I like the King of Cups a lot. Again, there's almost like a psychic connection with the King of Cups, a mysticism, if you will. It's very strong Scorpio energy, so loyalty, protection of your person, commitment. I like that. If you are dating this person and they are coming from a divorce or a separation, it's possible this person may have a child from a previous marriage, and they may actually introduce you to this person, and there might sort of be the initiation of sort of a new family unit or a new group of people establishing like familial bonds, even if it's not, family by blood, right? On a sort of like a Brady Bunch scenario, like mixing the kids in type of deal. For some of you, there was advice given from a father, and that might even be religious too. I don't know what that is exactly. Someone may have come from a very dark place in terms of their past. I don't know. I'm kind of getting a heavier message of what this could have been. For some of you, there may have been a situation where a child grew up in a household where there was either domestic abuse or sexual abuse or something. And so it's possible that this person really is just a warrior by nature. Again, very strong Scorpio energy there, where they've had to overcome amazing things, and it kind of starts to feel like things start to come into play where they're getting to experience like all the joy and wonderment that life has to offer, despite knowing just, how dark the world can be sometimes, having to interact with very dark people. And then from that, learning very quickly, very young in life, of where they need to protect their energy, their vulnerability, their innocence, that type of thing. I know that took like kind of a dark turn, but for some of you know that's your message, and so I'm just going to leave it there. But you're a warrior. A lot of you have overcome a lot, and for some of you it's plights with money or difficulty with money or a difficult upbringing in the family. Again, I keep hearing like the idea of it felt like a small death. It felt like some wound you would have to carry around forever. This person, in a sense, it's like liquid, or not liquid, sorry. I was going to say it's like liquid medicine, but that makes no sense because medicine is often liquid. This person is like personified medicine or something. There's something very good and nurturing and soothing and healing. And you offer that to each other. It's not an imbalance. It's not a one-way street. Yeah, I like that a lot. What card do I want to do? Well, I reached for this. I guess we'll do butterflies. I feel like I want to give you a healing oracle butterfly message. Too many cards. Like 4 came out. We're not going to do that. For Aquarius, again, I'm wanting to say Scorpio for a lot of you. Scorpio Taurus energy, so that polarity. So let's see. Capricorn would be, if you're an Aquarius Rising, Capricorn would be your second house. I don't know what that may have to do with something with money. I don't know why that's coming through. I was trying to figure out where your Scorpio access is. That would be your parental access, right? Yeah, so something about your private life and your public life. Grief work. All right, let's see. I'm going to read from the book. This card signals that your heart needs some healing from one or more losses. There's grief work to be done as a way of moving forward with your life. Already you can think of how this specifically applies to you. Unhealed grief is compounded by each subsequent loss. Although it's uncomfortable to mourn and cry, sometimes this is the only path to healing. That's why it's best to heal with an experienced grief counselor, grief support group, or trauma-trained therapist. Loss is one of the more painful processes of change, yet it can also help us develop compassion and more appreciation for life. Additional meanings: changes that feel like a loss, a call to be a grief counselor, performing a eulogy, comforting a grief-stricken friend. All right, let's do another one. I actually do like that a lot. It's got some heavy energy, but it has some really beautiful energy of almost like Phoenix from the ashes, major transformation in your interpersonal relationships. It gets better from here, Aquarius. If you're watching this and you're going through it, it gets better. It gets much better. 10 of Cups. What are your dreams, and where are you focusing your manifestations? Make sure it revolves around you first and foremost, right? It's great to want to manifest new love and new relationships, but make sure you're doing it. Make sure you're doing it for you. Your best and highest good is what I mean. All right. Ooh, the sun. All right. Someone's got a Leo in their life. There might be there might be a pregnancy. There may also be a lot of time spent with children and in effect honoring your inner child, pulling out your inner child. Again, looking at the world like it's a wonderful, imaginative, creative space, because it is, if you allow it to be. There's your King of Cups again. Yeah, there could be pregnancy. Again, fixed energy here. Leo and Scorpio is coming through. So it might be news in the family that there's a baby. Some of you, there might be a niece or a nephew that's playing a very significant role in your life. Knight of Cups. And if this is romantic, again, you have some strong competitors here. Possibly two people vying for your attention. Let's see. Oh my God, Aquarius. Look at you. You have 3 court cards. And then you have this kid. Some of you are like, oh, damn, I'm pregnant. Who's the father? I'm just kidding. I mean, for 1 or 2 of you, that might be it. I don't know. That just turned into like the Maury Povich show, didn't it? You are not the father. I don't know. I guess maybe these are people coming into your life. If you're on the dating scene and you're connecting with people and looking for options. Ooh, I like your Knight of Cups quite a bit. He's got the 2 of Cups. He or she. I shouldn't make it a gender thing. I like this one quite a bit. Your King of Cups, you may come across a water sign, possibly a Scorpio, who's quite defensive or doesn't love to open up. They may have trust issues, or they may just feel like it's almost like they want you to let your guard down before they let theirs down. There's like, I don't know, I think trust issues is too harsh a word, but it's like this person really takes time to get to know people before they, reveal too much about themselves. But I don't know, it feels a little strategic, like there's like a chess game being played here. I don't know. That seems just okay to me. In fact, give me one more. This person may be in the military. They may fight for a living. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just in a sport. Maybe it's karate or something like that. 3 of Cups. Okay, so here's the thing. I think they might be keeping their options open. I think this person has a lot of attention on them, and so this may or may not suck to hear, but it's almost like you're in competition for their attention. So if they've suddenly become guarded and they were previously quite open, it might be that they're trying to be a good person and sort of closing it off because their attention may be more on the Leo than on you. I'm just putting it out there. Here's the thing though, Aquarius, I think you smoke the competition. And I don't even just mean like physically. I think there's something very intense and deep and profound about you that would actually be a great match for this person, but they're going to have to weed through the extra to understand that I don't know. I think you might win in the long run. I'm just going to say, and I hate to say win. It's not that I'm trying to, pit people up against each other, especially women, right? That's not my thing at all, but I think you're the dark horse in this race. In fact, you may physically look different, or there's something very different about you. Maybe it's your upbringing, your background, your religion, your skin color, whatever. It's like this person has a lot of people floating around them and wanting their attention, but I think they may end up choosing you eventually. Never put your life on pause for anyone, right? Don't prioritize someone who isn't prioritizing you. But again, if you can be open-minded and not overly invest in this person emotionally and just be okay with, maybe friendship, maybe seeing them here and there, there might be a Gemini involved in here too. All right, anyway, this one, and I don't know if all these are yours, right? I may be tapping into a lot of different Aquarian energy. You have your Knight of Cups with the 2 of Cups. This seems really cute. This person is very sensual. They love touching and kissing and cuddling. And again, I don't know if that's your thing. It might sort of be a little bit too much for you at first, but I actually think this person, they just really like you. Yeah, I see heavy makeout sessions with this person. They may have strong Pisces in their chart. Queen of Cups, yeah. I do like this. There might be sort of I'm hearing baby talk. So it's Cancerian energy. This person may have like they have a very innocent vibe about them. There's something kind of youthful and innocent and maybe even a little bit naive, but I think you kind of find that attractive though too. And again, this is headed in a direction where they could up their offer. This could grow in a positive direction if you're on board with it. I think I like that. The way this person dresses is very bizarre. And the music they listen to, I don't know, there's something that, I don't know if you like it or you dislike it, but there's something about your common interests or what they share with you about their likes and dislikes, that I don't know why there's such a focus on that, but there is. I think you're waiting to see what happens with this. I don't think you're in a rush. I don't know though. See, I can't tell. I think this could be good. What's coming in here? Temperance, patience, balance. Yeah, okay. I think you're trying to keep a cool head. I think there's a lot of emotional exchanges. I think there could possibly be a lot of physical exchanges. This doesn't seem hookup to me at all. This seems like someone who's really almost maybe overwhelming or maybe a little bit clingy. Because there's so much water, right? So if you can kind of, express to this person where you're at and be patient, I think something good could come of this. Some of you are keeping this on the back burner because you're waiting for a Sagittarius to make an offer. Oh, thank you. They will. The Sagittarius is going to message you too. So, geez, Aquarius, you got it made in the shade. Then we have the Capricorn, the Six of Coins. They're cheap. They're like, I'll take you out, but you have to pay for your dinner. High Priestess. All right. Cancer, Capricorn energy. This person may be going through a divorce. This person may have a difficult upbringing with their parents. Again, you have Cancerian energy here. What is the major message here? Okay, here's what I think. I think this person is giving to multiple people. And the thing is, you're very intuitive, so you already sense it. So it's not that you can't hang out with this person and go out and date, but it's not exclusive. And I don't see it being exclusive for quite some time. I see this person is kind of wanting to maintain their singlehood, but date around. Like, dip their hand in many cookie jars or however you want to say it. And I think you already know that. There could be an issue where there's like I hate to say the word baby mama, but more or less because this person is kind of exploring all the people. They're I don't know. Use protection is what I would say there. That would be my best advice or guidance. If you're looking for this exclusivity commitment from your King of Coins, I just don't see it happening. At least not right now. This person has trouble giving, which is very odd because the King of Coins is usually quite generous, but I don't know. There's something odd about this energy. They're very protective of their stuff. I don't know. They're not good at sharing. Page of, yeah, okay. So that's what I mean. There's an offer being made. This is definitely like date energy. I'll be honest, this is kind of like fuckboy energy. Or the opposite, right? It doesn't have to be a gender thing, but they're making small offers, but it doesn't even compare to your kings and queens and knights. Like, it's funny, you have a lot of water throughout, so I would imagine you're going to be connecting with people possibly in Pisces season or who have a lot of water in their chart, their sun, moon, rising, right? It's an okay offer. Like, it's just okay. If you just want to go out and meet people and you're not looking for anything exclusive, great, there's one. But yeah, like, you're not the only game in town. And that's sort of what I was getting with this, too. So there does seem to be an element of, and again, there's no judgment here, but an element of, yeah, like, I'm not looking to settle down. I'm just here to date and meet people and have fun, right? That's sort of what I'm getting, especially from this one. This one is just a matter of this person coming to the conclusion that, yeah, they have a lot of like kind of superficial people around them, but like I said, you're going to win the battle. You may have, or what is that expression? You may have won the battle, but you're going to lose the war. It's like the opposite. You may have lost the battle, but you're going to win the war. Like, where the stakes are really high. I think this person is going to choose you, but I will say it may actually happen too little too late because you may connect with this one and you're like, oh no, I'm good. Like, thanks, but no thanks. Tell me one more thing about the Leo. You have anxiety with the Leo. What's the deal with that? Or the Leo is thinking about you. That might be it too. The Leo's wishing you would call them. But you moved on, or vice versa. If you're having anxiety about the Leo, they seem to have their eyes focused on something up ahead. There might be a Leo who's actually moving towards another Leo. But yeah, something about this, I think the universe is gently saying, might be best to give it some space and some distance because, metaphorically, the idea of bloodshed, there's kind of like something got messed up here, and ultimately, like, your paths have split for a reason. That's what I would say. All right, Aquarius, that's what I got for you. Thanks for tuning in today. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all those good things. And I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.